In today's video, we're watching Zack D films, and a lot of stuff is about to be gruesome.
Helped down a live goldfish in front of a crowd.
God damn.
A few weeks later, someone else said they could swallow 24 of them.
Yo, I've always wondered this, right? Fish, they be swimming in water. So if they're in your body, it's a bunch of blood, they're swimming in your blood. So they're still technically alive. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually, the record
Damn!
101 goldfish in one go. The stunt.
Yo, his mouth is crazy. Pause. God damn, but that's a lot of goldfish you swallowing. God damn.
Headlines, and students across the country were swallowing live
goldfish
to outdo each other. But animal rights groups protested, while doctors
I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm part of the animal rights group because ain't no way you killing that many goldfish for a freaking competition, bro.
warned of tapeworms, and a state senator even proposed a law to protect the fish.
Oh my
God. By the end of
God.
spring, the craze faded, but for a brief moment, swallowing goldfish was the ultimate college dare. He gulped down.
Okay, that's such a dumb dare too, though. How many goldfish can you swallow? Bro, like, imagine shitting out 100 goldfish, bruh. God damn. Yo, that's crazy. I wonder, like, I bet that shit got a tickle in your ass and shit, you feel me? Like, it got a tickle in your ass.
Her hand got stuck.
What the fuck?
The easy bake oven.
Oh,
it was still turned on.
Oh,
the heating element inside burned her finger. She finally managed to pull it out, but the burn was so severe that doctors had to amputate.
I'm tweaking right now, bro. What the hell? They had to amputate that shit, bruh. Oh, nah.
Now this happened because the toy was redesigned, replacing the light bulb inside.
This was a toy?
With the actual heating element. But after hundreds of children were injured, the oven was recalled.
Damn. No, that's actually insane, bro. Cause I know my dumbass, I would have put my hand in there, bro, and I would have got my whole hand amputated, bro. That's insane. But good thing I never had that.
If you ever downloaded
Angry Birds,
the
yeah.
game logged your phone's unique ID number inside the app, but they didn't properly encrypt it.
Yo, they're like the government, damn near.
Easy to steal, and this number can be used to track everything a person does on their phone. Angry Birds was sending these IDs through unprotected servers, where anyone could intercept them. Hackers, advertisers, and even government agencies began collecting the data.
What?
For years, it helped build a global surveillance system.
Angry Birds did that?
Where people were, where they had been, and who they were with.
No way.
All from a game about birds and slingshots.
No freaking way. How much did they get paid to do that, though? I gotta see the comments on this, bro. That is deadass just criminal, bro. Criminal birds. I'll never play that shit again, bro. Took my information without me knowing.
He would blow into the goat skin,
what the fuck?
then seal it up. Then
oh my God.
Would jump into the river, holding the goat skin.
Oh, it's like a. Oh, it keeps you up. If that right there can keep you up afloat, if I gain 300 to 500 pounds, would I sink or would I float? That's what I need to know, bro. Because, like, this is genius low-key, bro.
Chest as he swam. This helped him float, allowing him to swim long distances.
This kind of does make sense because whales are so freaking huge that, like, the reason why they're able to swim in the ocean is because they're so fat.
This without getting tired. They were also tied to weapons to keep them dry.
Damn.
This allowed them to cross rivers quickly and silently, meaning they could take their enemies by surprise.
What the fuck?
He would blow into the goat skin.
They found a way to make ships before ships were even existed. Their own bodies were the ships, goddamn. That is an amazing invention, gonna be honest with y'all, bruh. Like, to be that smart, it had to have been because of the whales, though. That ass.
As the paper moves through the printer, tiny yellow dots are also printed across the page.
Really?
These dots are placed in a tight grid pattern, so small that you can't see it. They go between the lines, along the edges, and even in the blank spaces.
What's this for, though?
Each set of dots form a pattern that stays perfectly aligned. This pattern holds a hidden code, showing exactly when and where the page was printed.
What? It has your full address? So you're telling me if I print a paper from my house and I leave it outside somewhere, someone could decode it and come right to my address? Oh, hell, I'm never printing again, bro.
Printed pages can be traced back to the exact machine that made it.
Yeah, no, bro. That sounds like a privacy invasion, bro. Because there's no way this should even exist, bro. Imagine printing a bunch of hentai, bro, and like it traces back to your home, bro. Bro, you gotta be the biggest goon for that shit, though, bro. You just gotta be a straight gooner, bro.
Place it in the baby's nose. Then
God
gently
damn.
suck through the mouthpiece to pull out their mucus.
Their
But if the baby
mucus?
is sick,
Oh,
that
hell
mucus is
no.
full of viruses, and some are
Is that going in her
small enough to
mouth?
slip past the filter. You
Oh,
could inhale those germs straight
Yo, I don't need to know this. This is so disgusting.
into your lungs.
What the
And once
hell?
inside, they multiply fast,
Oh my God.
filling your lungs with fluid until every breath feels like drowning.
Yo, that's
Place it
insane,
in
bro.
the baby's nose, then gently suck through.
Yeah, no, that's insane, bro. Whoever invented this is a great villain balls. No, this is... I couldn't imagine doing this video. Yeah, this is sending me, bro.
He hid beneath the floorboards
What the
to
heck?
spy on his enemy.
Yo.
According to the story.
But what if they, like, doing the freaky? Like, what the hell?
As he crouched there, a spear suddenly stabbed down through the floor.
Oh my
piercing
God.
the ninja through the shoulder. You see,
Oh,
the
he's
guard
cut.
had previously noticed mosquitoes hovering above the floor, and he knew they were attracted to humans.
No
And
way.
he thrust his
No way, bro. No way in the 1600s they knew this shit, bro. The mosquitoes are attracted to humans and... No way, bro. No way.
spear in. The
Wow.
ninja cried out, and a second guard smoked him out with a
What the
flamethrower,
fuck?
keeping the warlord safe. He hid.
Aight, bro, that's insane, bro. He was just trying to see if the warlord gets freaky at night. But instead, bro, he just got cut. Like, come on, bro. As a ninja, I don't approve of these samurais, bro. I really don't.
Shave down the tail side of a coin
Uh-huh.
to make it lighter. Then
Ooh.
drill a hole into the other side and add a small weight.
Okay.
If you throw it and let it bounce before it lands, gravity will pull more on the heavier side
Really?
as it spins. And this will cause it to land tails down.
No way. So if in a scenario, in a scenario where I'm at a casino, if I just do this, I could win 100% of the time, bro. That means I can beat the casino, bro.
They covered her mouth and
What the
dragged
fuck?
her away. Then they drove her deep into the jungle and left her
Why?
there alone. She screamed for help, but no one came.
Let me guess. Wolves and lions came and they raised her.
Until she found a group of monkeys.
What the
They
hell?
ignored her at first, but they didn't
Yo,
attack.
she's not our kind.
She slowly started to copy them, learning how to find
Yo, what
food
the
and
hell?
climb trees. One monkey even helped her when she was sick, leading her to water. And she lived like
Yo.
that for 5 years, until hunters finally found her. She was
No, but like she dead ass part of the tribe now, bruh. That's insane.
adopted by a new family and had to relearn how
What?
to walk and talk. They covered
Ain't
her
no way. So they rehabilitated her, bro. That's insane. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. If I was ever found like that, leave me alone, bro. Leave me with the nature, bro. Leave me with the monkeys, bro. This is where I belong. This is who I was raised by. You feel me? You get raised by a group of monkeys, and now, you know what I'm saying, you know monkey language. So when you get raised by humans, you know human language and you know monkey language, so you can communicate with both species, bruh. Multi-species lingua. That's a new word. That
They would slide their hand inside
What the
with
fuck?
the blade sticking out of the end.
Hey,
And
yo.
inside, a metal grit bar would run across the palm,
Wait a
causing the
second.
soldiers to make a fist.
that looks like it would hurt though. Like, think about it, you stab somebody, bro. That shit's coming right into your. Oh hell no.
When fighting an enemy, he would punch with that
Ooh.
arm, putting all his force behind the blade
Oh my
and
God.
stabbing them. And the extra weight of the metal would drive the blade deep. But if the enemy managed to dodge,
Oh, you're
the
cooked.
soldier would be thrown off balance, leaving them exposed
Oh
to the enemy with only
hell
one
nah. Nah, at that point, bro, I'm saying peace, bro. Peace, 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 peace.
free hand.
That's insane though. Like, fighting in the medieval times gotta be the scariest shit ever, bro. Cause like anything could happen, bro. Anything could happen. Me personally, I would be infected. That would infect everybody. If I die, everybody die in this bit. You feel me? Nah, but like, damn, like, see, this is why being a pirate wasn't a bad idea. Even if you lost your arm, bro, you could just attach one of these on. It's genius, bro. This has got to be the most genius medieval weapon out there.
Stranger got an answer wrong.
Uh-huh.
Press a button that would shock them.
Damn.
And this was all part of an experiment.
Is this
Each time this
torture?
happened, the shock got stronger.
Oh my
until
God.
The stranger screamed. And
Oh, hell nah, bro. If y'all was trying to get answers out of me and this was happening to me, bro, I'm telling everything, bro.
begged to stop. But a man in a lab coat tells you to keep going,
Yo.
so you do. Even when you think the stranger has collapsed on the floor in pain, you keep listening
Oh,
to the
hell
man
nah.
in the lab coat. Now, what you don't know
That's
is
evil.
that the shocks actually aren't real, and the stranger is an actor.
Wait.
You are actually the real
What? Okay, I just failed because I was low-key getting pretty devious there for a second, gang.
test subject.
Wow.
You see, despite the cries, you keep going,
I would've-
even to the point of possibly killing the person, just because an authority figure in a lab coat told you to. And this experiment was actually done in the 60s. Rooster is placed under a bowl
Okay.
with garlic rubbed on the back.
Okay.
And suspects are told it'll crow if the thief touches it.
Ah.
Each person enters the room and touches the bowl.
Okay, so if you're the thief, you want to touch it. That way, you walk out that room smelling like garlic because you're not a thief.
They leave, the trickster smells each person's hand. If it reeks of garlic, they touched the bowl.
Oh my
so
God.
They're probably innocent. But if one hand smells like nothing, that person never touched the bowl.
If you actually smell like garlic, bro, you could be saved in the medieval times. Then just think about that, bro.
Because they were afraid the rooster would give them away.
Wow.
Meaning the thief is exposed
Damn.
without the rooster doing anything.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
If you placed a slug on a slip and slide, how long would it take to cover it in slime? Well,
I don't know,
slug
bro.
only
That's
moves
disgusting,
a
though.
fraction of an inch per second, and a slip and slide is about
Damn.
20
Oh, he got a long time to go, bro. That's like from California to New York.
feet long and 2 feet wide.
Holy
To
moly.
completely cover it, the single slug would need to crawl non-stop for
Wow.
around 15 hours.
15 hours? Yo, look at all that slime there, though.
But even with enough slime, slug mucus is thick and sticky,
Ugh.
so it probably just wouldn't work.
Bro, so what was the point of that, bro? You done wasted all that slime of the slug to not even make it work, bro. Not even slip and slide on that shit, bro.
If you placed a
Oh,
slug on a
hell
slip
nah.
and slide,
That's cooked,
when a
bro.
cricket chirps, it rubs their wing that has a row of ridges
What the
against
hell?
the other one that has a hardened
Oh.
edge. As it rubs them, the edge pulls against the ridges.
Wow.
And when it falls off each one, it makes a clicking sound. When it rubs fast, these clicks blend into chirping, and the wings catch the
This is
sound
so
and
cool.
reflect it out, making it louder and attracting a mate.
Wow. So imagine, I could imagine that if it was extremely loud with just enough friction, you could get like a whole, a whole bunch of female mosquitoes. I really needed to know this, bro. I've always wondered how they made it like that, bro. This was a question that I've asked for a long time in my life, bro. But anyways, chat, that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like.